There is a moment most people never talk about. Not the moment they found God. The moment they realized God had already found them. Those are two completely different things. Finding God sounds like something you accomplished, something you worked toward and finally arrived at. But being found by God, that is something that happens to you, something that pulls you forward before you fully understand what is happening or why. I know what that feels like. I lost my brother in a way that I still carry. Suddenly, without warning. And in the wreckage of that season, I did not go looking for God. I was too broken to search for anything. But something drew me to a little country church with my parents. Not a decision I made. More like something pulling me forward that I did not have the strength to resist. That drawing had a name. I just did not know it yet. I found it tucked into Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 3, and when I read it, something happened in my chest that I was not prepared for. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore I have drawn you with loving kindness. It felt less like reading and more like being spoken to directly. Like those words had been written thousands of years ago specifically for me. In my specific loss. In my specific broken season. And then God kept propelling me forward. To the front of that church. Voice shaking. Heart pounding. Everything in me wanting to sit back down and disappear. But I did not sit back down. I walked to the front, and I accepted God as my one true Lord and Savior, and handed my life over to Him right there in front of everyone. And a few weeks later, I stood up again and got baptized in front of that entire congregation. Not because I was brave, because something kept pulling me forward that was bigger than my fear. In 2 Samuel chapter 22 verse 17, David wrote about his own overwhelming season. He sent from on high. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. That is what God does. He reaches into the waters pressing in around you and draws you out. Not because you are ready, because He is the kind of God who seeks out the drowning ones and pulls them out anyway. And that is what He wants to do for you. Maybe you are in your own version of that right now. Maybe life got loud and the quiet conversations with God got thin. Maybe you got buried under everything piling on at once, and somewhere in all of that you stopped reaching. Not because you stopped believing, just because you got tired and overwhelmed and the distance grew without you meaning for it to. Here is what I need you to hear. He does not stop reaching just because you did. In Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 16, God says, I will seek that which was lost, and will bring back that which was driven away, and will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. Seek, bring back, bind up, strengthen. That is not a God who waits for you to find your way back on your own. That is a God who goes after the lost ones, who brings back the ones driven away by hard seasons and busy lives, who binds up what got broken in the going, who strengthens what got worn down in the waiting. He is doing all of that right now, in the seasons that feel like nothing is happening. And then there are words Jesus spoke in Luke chapter 19 verse 10 that change everything about how you understand your own story. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save that which was lost. Seek first, then save. He did not come to wait for the lost to find their way home. He came to seek them out, in their specific wilderness, in their specific buried and broken and too busy to breathe season. He came looking, on purpose, for you, before you ever took a single step toward Him. That is not a God who sits back and waits to be impressed. That is a God who lights the lamp and sweeps the whole house and does not stop until He finds what He came for. And He came for you. So wherever you are right now, however long the silence has stretched, however buried you feel, however long it has been since you reached back, you are not too lost to be found. You are not too far gone to be drawn back. You are not too broken for the one who seeks out the broken one specifically. He is not waiting for you to find your way to Him. He is already moving toward you. He has already been moving toward you, with the same loving kindness that drew a broken, grieving person into a little country church in the worst season of their life and walked them all the way to the front. 7 words. That is all it takes. Tucked into Song of Solomon chapter 3 verse 4, like they were waiting there for exactly this moment. I found Him whom my soul loves. Not I finally figured out the right combination of things. Not I cleaned myself up enough to deserve the finding. Not I stopped being broken long enough for God to want me back. I found Him whom my soul loves. That is your story too, whether you know it yet or not. He is seeking you out right now, in your wilderness, in your silence, in your too busy and too broken and too buried to even know where to start. He started already. He started before you did. Come back tonight at 8:30. We are going to pray through all of this together. Drop found in the comments. Just that one word. We are praying over every single name. If you need a daily reminder that you are not alone, hit that subscribe button. We do a guided prayer together every single day at 8:30. Make sure you are subscribed so you can join us. Come on this journey with us. We will be here. We see you. We are here for you.